Hello again, everyone. Zacatech is here with my number one least favorite Wrestlemania of all time. If you missed the rest of my countdown, my number 5 least favorite was 25. Fourth least favorite was 16. Third least favorite was 27. And yesterday, my number 2 least favorite was Wrestlemania 9. And like I said on my number 3 pick, if you know your history of WrestleManias, you would kind of know what my top 2 least favorite manias are going to be. My number 2 least favorite is number 9. And my number 1 least favorite WrestleMania, not was WrestleMania, but I wanted at least disparaging more than worst. My number 1 least favorite WrestleMania, WrestleMania 11 from Hartford, Connecticut, 1995. 1995 is considered by many as one of the worst years for WWE. I would concur. SummerSlam 95 is probably one of the worst SummerSlams of all time. And it's WrestleMania. It's probably one of the least good Manias of all time. That's why it's number 1. There's like not a lot of there's a lot of stupid shit during this. It probably I said to my WrestleMania 25 pick that Triple H and Randy Orton was one of the worst main events in Mania history. I may have to correct that. Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bigelow is one of the worst WrestleMania main events. You had WrestleMania headlined by a football player. I know they had Mr. T headline Mania, but Mr. T headline Mania with Hulk Hogan. It's the difference when you have one football player taking on Bam Bigelow. It's like a fucking lumberjack match, which had Stephen McMichael as a lumberjack, who we didn't know then would join WCW in a few months, part of Four Horsemen. Anyway, besides that, there's a lot of stupid shit in this Mania. That's why it's my least favorite. I had this on VHS. Like, it's sad when I had this one on VHS and SummerSlam 95. They were like $1 at a video store, so I said, fuck it, I'll get them both. I got them separate times, but WrestleMania 11 it was like a lot of stupid shit. Bret Hart against Mr. Bob Backlund in their little crip match. God, that was unwatchable. Like, everything was silly in that Mania. You had British Bulldog and Lex Luger taking on the Elijah brothers with Zeb Coulter, I think was the manager at the time. He had a different name. Brother Zebediah, whatever his name was at the time. And, or was it James? I forgot who it was. I think it was like either Zeb Coulter or James Mitchell was Brother Zebediah. But anyway, then you had Razor Ramon against, I think it was Razor Ramon against Jeff Jarrett for the IC Championship. That was kind of silly ending. The only thing that was almost redeeming was this was Shawn Michaels' first title match for the WWE title. He took on Diesel at this WrestleMania. That's the only redeeming part of this. This was like Shawn Michaels' first breakout match. Of course, within weeks, he would turn into probably one of the biggest babyfaces of all time next to Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Because Shawn Michaels was still a heel. And he had Seth Rollins as an official bodyguard, replacing Diesel. And this is kind of like the catalyst for Shawn Michaels' face turn when he turned face. There's like the setup here with the ending with the Sid knocking out the referee. So and that was the only redeeming part of this man, but not much about it. It is redeeming, knowing that 95 is considered by many, and I would concur, like I said, that 95 is one of the worst years in WWE history. Like, all the pay-per-views were weak. Especially, SummerSlam was weak. One of the weakest SummerSlams ever was probably that one with Diesel against Mabel. God. Well, King Mabel at the time. Rest in peace, by the way, to Mabel. But, like I said, there was so much stupidness in this Mania. That's why it's my least favorite WrestleMania of all time. So, there goes my number 1 least favorite, WrestleMania 11. I will hope to see you next week for my next countdown as we get closer to WrestleMania 30. My top 5 favorite WrestleMania matches. I'll start that list on Monday. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by the countdown from Zach. See you all later. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you Monday for, like I said, the start of my next countdown. Top 5 favorite Mania matches. See ya. Yes.